Melania Trump. She's out there today. She hasn't done very much publicly. Why now? And do they have any regrets about not using her more?
Well, let's look at where she was specifically today. She was in the suburbs of Philadelphia, the main line of Philadelphia. This is where Donald Trump needs to pick up a women vote. He needs to pick up Republican women in this area and get them to vote for him. So Melania was deployed there very strategically. She's trying to, portray the softer side of not only Donald Trump, but the softer side of their family. So it is a method that they need to use going down for the next 5 days, because he does not have the support of women that other past Republican candidates have had. Certainly not what Mitt Romney had during 2012. And if he's going to have a fighting chance against Hillary Clinton, they need to find a way to stem the bleeding with Republican women. Do they wish that she came out on the campaign trail more? Well, they're not saying that to me in conversations, but I would be surprised if they did not think that they could have used her more. Of course, she's been not so apparent on the campaign trail. She had that speech at the Republican National Convention, but we haven't seen her much on the trail, even by Donald Trump's side during this campaign. It's been very much focused on Trump, the personality, rather than his family life. We've seen more of his kids, though, on the trail than Melania. But what I found so interesting about her speech today, what I'm sure you did as well, is that she was talking about what she would be like as First Lady and the issues that she would focus on, specifically bullying on social media, and how she said that the rhetoric in this country has just gotten too mean, and we need to find a better way to communicate and talk to each other. And that's raising a lot of eyebrows today, because Donald Trump has built a campaign on name-calling and insulting and undercutting his opponents in absolutely any way he can, and also his social media following that goes after critics of him with ferocity. So that was certainly eyebrow-raising. Again, though, do they wish Melania was on the trail more? I would assume they did, even though they're not saying it publicly.
Earlier in the show, Katie, I said Trump was the country's biggest, most prominent cyber bully, so her remark seems at least ironic, if nothing else. We got about a minute left. I'm just wondering where you're sort of 30,000 feet here. Wasn't that long ago that Kellyanne Conway was acknowledging that Trump was the underdog. Trump always says he's the favorite. But in my conversations with the campaign aides now, they're suggesting that this race is tied, or they may even be the favorite at this point. What's your sense of their, not his posture, but his staff's posture about where they stand?
Listen, his staff is extraordinarily confident right now. They were handed a gift last Friday with the revival of the FBI investigation, and then another gift with Obamacare premiums rising, and yet another one with the CNN allegations of Donald Brazil giving Hillary Clinton questions before a debate. So they have a lot to feel positive about. They say that their internal polling is showing them gaining ground in a lot of these states. They even claim that they're gaining ground in a pretty blue state like New Mexico. But listen, if you talk to people outside of the campaign one step removed, they will say it is still going to be tough for Donald Trump to win. But what they're most hopeful about right now is the fact that he's moving in a more positive direction in the polls means not necessarily that he's going to win, but that the down ballot races are in a much better position than they were even last week.